So whatever you wear, babe, you can make the whole room stare. You know that my favorite is when you're rocking that Dixie sweat. Ooh, your little black dress, you don't do it for me, you know how to impress. Just give it to me, no jeans, no dresses, no tees, no. My queen, she's in a sari, yeah. So keep it dizzy, like you're in Dilly. You gotta rep the team, shawty. I know they're flexing, but it's me you should be checking, cause I wanna make you my Ronnie. Too
good.
Good as part.
Hi Arjun, welcome to Pop Diaries. Let's start with you telling about yourself to your viewers, about your origin and how did it all start.
Right, so I'm a singer-songwriter producer from London. I've become known for my kind of fusion music. I make a mixture of English, Hindi, Punjabi, Tamil, basically kind of R&B music at the core of it. I'm based in UK, but I've obviously done the last 4 years I've been signed with T-Series in India, and now I've just released my new album. It's out right now.
Okay. So what are the benefits of being a fusion star?
I think it's like the best of both worlds. I mean, being brought up in the West, but obviously having our roots in the East. I think we are kind of like this unique fusion of the two cultures. For me, my sound is obviously very much fusion as well. I think the great thing is obviously having access to people who, you know, the best writers and producers in UK, but also amazing people out here in India as well. And yeah, I think the best part of it is being able to, you know, have, I guess, Western upbringing, but also have that kind of connection with your homeland. I think that's amazing for sure.
Okay. So you have been born in UK, if I'm right, and you are from Sri Lanka and work a lot in India. So tell us about the cultural diversity which you have seen. And does it help?
Yeah, so London obviously is very much a kind of a melting pot of cultures. There's a lot of Indians in UK as well, mostly Punjabis.
Yeah.
So there's obviously been heavy influence on me in terms of the whole North Indian side of things as well. Born in Sri Lanka, obviously there's the whole Tamil and Sinhalese side as well. I think for me, my main passion has always been like old school R&B music, so like 90s R&B music, since the 80s actually, since like Michael Jackson to Usher, Justin Timberlake. That's kind of been my main inspiration. And in the East, it's been people like A R Rehman, who's the first guy I think to bring Western sounds to India and really kind of fuse those two worlds. And yeah, I think that's kind of been my main inspiration for sure.
Okay, you already answered my next question. I was about to ask who are the artists which you look up to and closely follow.
Okay. Oh, you can ask it again?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, my main inspirations have been, I guess, like R&B artists, like I said, Usher, Justin Timberlake, Craig David from the UK. In India, my favorite singers, Arjun right now is my favorite singer. I'd say composers-wise, people like Pritham, Vishal Shekhar, A R Rehman, of course, is the god for me.
Okay. And what are your goals or your ultimate aim as an artist, or how do you want yourself to be remembered as?
So right now my main mission is to try and kind of cross over more into a more Western mainstream market. People like the likes of, I guess, Jay Sean back in the day, Raghav, Rishi Rich, kind of made that crossover into a more Western market. For me, India is very important too. I think I love to do things in parallel to really break India in a big way, Bollywood, but also crack the Western mainstream, I think, and have them both at the same time. That's kind of my aim.
Okay. And tell us about your training in music. I've heard that you know to play so many instruments.
So my mum forced me to play instruments when I was a baby, when I was a child. So I learned about 6 instruments. I learned the guitar, the piano, the flute, saxophone, drums, bass. So this all happened when I was very young, and then I obviously became more, I guess, influenced by the guitar. The guitar's become my main instrument, and then I became a producer, composer, and I think it's great that I'm able to play these kind of different styles because I can play the guitar. I'm able to do more rock music, kind of guitar music, and obviously piano helps for production, etc. So yeah, I think it's been very handy to play instruments for sure.
Okay. And you did architecture earlier, and now fully fledged career in music. So how was it done? Did you do your architecture because your parents wanted you to do, or and now how invested are they in your career?
You know what? Being Asian, you're kind of encouraged to be normally a doctor or a lawyer or an architect maybe. So part of it was pressure. I mean, I wanted to be a singer from the age of like 16, 17, but my parents obviously said get a degree. Obviously, then play it safe. But having said that, my parents are very, very chilled out parents. I mean, they're, as far as Asian parents go, they're very relaxed. My mum has been very involved in my career. She's actually managed me for about 3 years. She's kind of she's become like I guess a manager. I call her a manager, like mum manager. And my dad is now like obsessed with like my numbers. He'll check my views on YouTube every day and see how many I've grown every day.
Wow.
So they're very, very invested in my career now. I think it took a while for them to believe that I could do it, and now that I've been doing it for 5-6 years as a career, they're fully involved for sure.
Okay. And I saw some of your videos and I've seen you dancing in those songs. So how is the dancing coming along?
I'm not known to be a dancer. I'm actually slowly starting to incorporate more dancing in my live shows and my videos. For me, obviously, having had a guitar, I've been more comfortable like behind the guitar, playing the guitar and singing like that. But the last few years, I've obviously done a lot more stage shows, concerts, and I mean, I guess the bigger the arena, the more kind of production value you have to have. So for me, dancing is something that I'm working on, and very soon I'll be the next Usher, Michael Jackson. Fingers crossed.
Awesome. So tell us something about your working experiences with Zayn Malik, Chris Brown, Guru Randhawa, A R Rehman, etc. How did they come up to you?
Yeah, so I've not actually worked with Zayn Malik. I had the same management company in the same building as him. I met him a few times. Chris Brown I've done a show with in Holland, in Amsterdam. Guru Randhawa is actually a friend of mine, so I've done two songs with Guru. We met in 2012. We did a song called Same Girl, Punjabi English R&B song.
Okay.
But at that time he was very new. Obviously, I think it was his first song. And then obviously we did Suit 2016, which became a big song. And yes, very close friend of mine. Like he was in London, like in Birmingham. 2 weeks ago. We did our first ever live show together on stage in a massive arena. That was really, really fun. So big shout out to Guru. The homie, he's killing it right now in India. So big love to him for sure.
Sure. So we can now say that you are hugely interested in making more music in Punjab and Kollywood also.
Yes, so obviously I'm half Tamil, so I've done quite a lot of Tamil songs. Worked with people like Anirudh. I did a song with him called Openne for a Tamil film called Vanakam Janne. I did a song with Yuvan Shankar Raja for his film Biryani. That was a while ago. Then like 3-4 Kollywood songs. I've actually been dabbling quite a lot in South India. I've been to Chennai quite a few times. For me, that's a massive market. Like Tamils around the world. I've done so many shows in Malaysia and Singapore and Dubai and Canada. Tamils are everywhere, so it's just great to have that whole different fan base. I mean, obviously the Hindi fans are great as well, Punjabi, but there's a whole different market there. Punjabi, obviously, being brought up in London, there's so many Punjabis in the UK. The scene there is run by Punjabis, and all my friends are Punjabis. So I think that I've naturally become very into Bhangra and that kind of style, but more so the urban Punjabi stuff, like obviously Guru's stuff is amazing. And I've worked with so many Punjabi artists over the years. I think I've probably done about 6 or 7 songs with Punjabi artists.
Okay.
And lots more coming soon. So yeah.
Fingers crossed. So how different is it from the West? Here, the scene here.
In India, it's very different. I think I love India. For me, like just the food, the nightlife, like just the vibe is amazing. I think I've started coming here like 9-10 times a year at least. We do a bunch of shows, obviously mainly in the metro cities in Mumbai, Delhi, etc. But expanding more and more. We did a show in Mysore last week. We did Guwahati a few months ago. So it's kind of like India is quite a new world for me. I've done a lot more internationally in America and Europe, etc. But India is becoming like a second home to me now almost. And in terms of the differences, obviously I am very late. I thought like my standards. I'm very late. Like for meetings and stuff. In India, everything runs very, very late. So I feel at home here because I'm actually on time. Whereas in London, everything runs to time and everyone's very organized. So very different. In terms of culturally also, I mean, I think just something about India, there's this kind of, especially Mumbai has a very like magical feel to it. It reminds me of like New York. I feel like there's like anything is kind of possible. It's like this kind of world of dreams where things can happen. Every time I come here, we meet so many amazing people. Just have so many amazing connections here now. So I think I'll have to get a flat in Mumbai and live here for a few months.
Why not? And also, you're a rage in the youth, and you're very famous, led by them. So, have you ever been approached from Bollywood or Kollywood into acting or modeling?
Many times actually. So we had lots of inquiries. One of which I really should have done, thinking about it now, but I turned it down because for me, one major thing is my Hindi is very bad, so my Hindi I have to improve before I can start doing films. Obviously you can dub, but it takes a long time. And secondly, I think for me, obviously my passion is singing, and I think I don't do things to be famous. I do things because I love them. I think I do music because I love singing and I love music. Whereas acting is not a passion of mine. But obviously I understand where it can take you in terms of a different level of fame. So maybe one day if there's the right role for me as maybe as a singer or something cool like that, or a rock star film, maybe Archie 2 style role, that would be cool.
Why not? And lastly, tell us something about your latest album, Closer to Home.
Most important thing is it's out right now. You can check it out on iTunes, Sabin, Spotify, Amazon. You can go find it. I think it's my best work till date. It's basically a lot more kind of better produced, better songs. I think personally, I work with some amazing names from the UK, from Europe, from America, India, producers and writers. Some great collaborations. I think for me it's my proudest achievement in terms of just having a body of work that represents who I am as an artist, like a British Asian artist. So just check it out. You can give me your feedback. Yo,
it's Arjun. You're watching Pop Diaries. Keep it locked.